All right, today I'm going to show you my 10 favorite things in my collection. That can be either consoles or figurines, could be games, but it's not. Um, so these are going to be in no specific order. I'm just going to tell you all about them. So join me and let's check it out. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about, and this is probably my most favorite thing in my collection, and that is my Alienware laptop. For years, I was looking at Alienware laptops. I love the way they look. Uh, I love the way they run. I like them. I love them really much, but I could never afford one. So one year, uh, my wife gives me my birthday present, which is a big box. I open it and I see the Alienware box inside. And I just turn to her and I go, is this what I think it is? Because I wasn't quite sure. Because their company uses Dell as a supplier, and Dell supply Alienware. So I thought, maybe somebody at work ordered one, and she used it to pack something else in, because she would do that. And she just turns to me and goes, I don't know. Why don't you just open it up and have a look? And I open the box, and inside I see this thing. Um, I was smiling from ear to ear. Uh, I think this is my favorite gift ever. It was an expensive laptop. She got her parents to join in on the present, and I finally got myself one. And this has been with me since 2015. And that's a Christmas I'll never forget. I will keep this for as long as I can. I'll probably never get rid of it, but I see it needs a little bit of a wash. But yeah, this was a big one. Now, the second item I'm going to show off was recently gifted to me by my dad. I think he felt bad because he was spending money on his grandkids. I don't know, and I don't care. Uh, he wanted to do something nice for me, and I really, really appreciate it. And that is a complete in-box Hawks Nintendo 64. Um, it's in beautiful condition, and these are really hard to come by, especially here in Norway. Um, and there's only been made about 5 to 10,000, and that sounds like a lot, but if you think worldwide billions, it's not really that many. Now I keep the box in a box protector, and the console itself is in one of my display cases right here, and it looks beautiful on display. I love orange. I love the color. So thank you, Dad. Now, another thing that was gifted to me by my wife. Uh, she knows how to buy presents. I think it was Christmas 2020 or maybe 2021. She got me a complete in box Japanese Pikachu N64 console. The box is in very nice shape. It's got some wear and tear from sitting in the room for years. I'm trying to find a box protector for it, but um, finding one for Japanese isn't very easy. And the one site I did find didn't ship to Norway. Um, so I thought, hey, I've got family in the UK. I'll have them ship there and have them ship me. But no, they don't ship to the UK either. So that sucks. But this one is also in display in one of my glass cases, and it looks beautiful. So thank you, wife. Now, if you owned the NES or Nintendo when you were a kid and you owned this one, you were the coolest kid on the block. Everybody wanted one. I didn't have an NES, I had a Sega, but I looked at it and thought, Jesus Christ, that's cool. And that is the NES Power Glove, which is basically a horrible controller. Really failed. I think it was only in sale for about a year, something like that. I could be wrong, I can't remember. But it's a beautiful piece to display. It looks really cool. I don't have the NES version. I have the PAX version, which is the Japanese version. But still, it's the same thing. I don't have the box for this, but it's just going to be on display anyway. So yeah, this is really cool addition to the collection. Now, this next piece is probably hands down one of my coolest consoles in the collection. It's not an official one, but it is a factory or a company made custom NES Turtles edition. Um, I will show you this up close. As you can see, the it's not just stickered on, it's basically carved or cut into the plastic, and it looks really cool. The Zapper has the same thing, and it also comes with the 4 controllers with all 4 turtles. Um, this was sent to me by a retro game store here in Norway. It's called retrogaming.no. No, sorry, retroworld.no. I'm sorry, guys. They messaged me on Facebook Messenger and sent me pictures and said, "We got this. Do you want it?" And I just went, "Hell yeah! How can you say no to this?" Um, so they sent me this, and they sent me a certificate of authenticity from the company. It cost a few bucks, but it's definitely a really cool display piece. So yeah, Galbunga. The next piece I want to show off is something I thought I would never have. I've never seen it for sale. I've only been doing this since about 2019, but still, that's 6 years of never seeing it. I've never even heard of anybody else having it. It's also known for being broken, that the disk drive doesn't work, but I got it home, tested it, and it works. And that is the Sony PSX. I'll show that up a little bit closer. And that is the disk drive works. I got it home, and since we don't have the same power outlets as Japan or the same power voltages, I had to get a transformer to test it. So until I had that, I didn't even know if it worked. But I got the transformer, and it worked, and it's a beautiful piece. Um, it's got a little bit of, cosmetic damage to it, but it's not damage. It's got some marks, but still, it's in pretty nice condition, and it looks really good next to my retro TV. I'm going to put this carefully down now. Another favorite piece of mine was also gifted to me by my wife. Like I said, she's a hell of a gift giver. She knows what to get. And that is the collector's edition. It's right here on top of the shelf. Collector's edition Spider-Man 2 with the statue. It's Venom with Miles Morales and Spider-Man. It came with the statue. It looks really good. Quality is excellent. And like I said, it came with a statue, a steel book, and I think a few other things. I'm going to put this back so I can watch over the room. The only thing I'm a bit disappointed about is, you get the special edition. It costs about $300. You get a steel book, you get the statue, but you don't get the physical game. You get a download code. I want a physical game, so I'm probably going to pick that up if I can find it for cheap. But I recently played through the game. It was an excellent game. I really loved it. So it took me a couple of days, but I finished it and beat it. So yeah, it's going to stand there and watch over the room. This next item I'm going to showcase is also a bit of a grail of mine. Again, never saw it for sale. Suddenly popped up in one of my groups on Facebook. I put in a bid, and he accepted. And I told him he had to ship it to me, and I paid him $50 extra for shipping. I told him to get a full bag of bubble wrap, get extra boxes, pack it really safely. And that is a fully working Vectrex. And it's in really nice condition, no marks, no scuffs, and it works perfectly. When I first fired it up, I was nervous, but turned on, no problem at all. So yeah, it's a gorgeous little machine. The only thing is, it's really hard to find games for it here in Norway. I've never seen one, so if one pops up, I will pick it up. But I might have to go the eBay route. But I really don't want to do that either because tax and toll to get it into Norway is really expensive. So I'd prefer to find it here. But I might have to get a game soon. So yeah, this sits right on my desk next to my computer, and it's a gorgeous display piece. This next piece, uh, it's something most collectors probably want in their collection. I know I did. When I first learned of it, I thought, oh, I got to get me one of those. So when I saw it up for sale, I grabbed it. And that is the Resident Evil Chainsaw Controller. This is complete, has never been opened, and it's in beautiful condition, and it's the PS2 version. I would love to get the GameCube version as well, the yellow one. And of course, I'm never going to open it. It's, what's the point? You can't play with it, or at least it's horrible to play with. And, it just looks good on a shelf. Why ruin it? So if I come across the yellow one, I will pick that up too. So yeah, maybe I'll need it one day if burglar breaks in and I have to hack somebody up. But we'll see about that. So yeah, back in the display case it goes. The final piece I'm going to show off is a big item. I would love to have this on display because it's one of a kind. But first, I don't really have the space for it. And second, it's nicely wrapped in plastic in the box. And I think if I ever take it out, I will never get it back in there, at least not nicely. So I've never opened this. I've opened the box, but I've never taken anything out. And that is the Steel Battalion controller joystick set. Now, this one will only work with two games. Now, Steel Battalion 1 and Steel Battalion 2. I don't have either of them, but as a seller I bought it from couldn't find them. So I bought the controller and I will find the games later. But I'll probably never try to use it. I would love to though. So if we ever get a bigger house and I get a bigger room, maybe I'll find a space for it, set it up, and I would love to try it. It looks fun. So yeah, that is the final piece. Okay. It's hard to narrow things down to just 10. So I've got two honorable mentions. The first one was a birthday gift from my dad this birthday in February. And he gifted me a Japanese exclusive PSP, complete in box. I've got the box standing behind me and the PSP in the display shelf. And that is the Carnival Bright Yellow. I'm going to show it a little bit closer here. And in the back. It's a beautiful color. And it really, I love it. It works. I've tested it. So that's a nice display piece. And this final one was gifted to me by a friend just recently. And that is the new Nintendo 3DS XL SNES edition. This is the PAL version. I know you guys in the US have a different SNES, which I want, by the way. I love the look of it. You guys hate it, but I love it. But this is the SNES version. Really nice condition. That was really nice of him to gift me this. So thank you very much. You know who you are. You probably doesn't even watch this video, but thank you anyway. All right. That was it. That was 10 of my favorite pieces in the collection, plus, the two honorable mentions. Please comment which one was your favorite, if you had one. Maybe comment which is your favorite in your collection. Please hit that subscribe button. I've only got about 60 subscribers right now. I would love to get a few more. Hit the like button and come back and watch one of my other movies. hopefully I'll keep making them. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.